In a serene bamboo grove, the Buddha sat surrounded by his disciples. Radiating calm and wisdom, his gaze settled on Ananda, whose eagerness to learn often rivaled his understanding. The villagers gathered nearby, carrying offerings and questions, seeking solace and clarity. Among them appeared a wealthy merchant, dressed in fine garments, carrying a golden bowl. The merchant bowed respectfully, presenting the bowl with reverence and humility. "Blessed One," he began, "I bring this offering, pure gold, a symbol of your unparalleled virtues and teachings." The Buddha accepted the bowl, his expression unreadable, a balance of serenity and contemplation. He held it briefly, the golden surface catching the dappled sunlight filtering through the trees. Then, with a gentle gesture, he extended the bowl back to the merchant, his words measured and serene. "This golden bowl, though radiant, holds no greater truth than the simplest earthen vessel," the Buddha said softly. The merchant hesitated, confused, his expression a mixture of awe and uncertainty at the unexpected response. "Master, this is a treasure, a gift of the highest value. Is it not worthy of your grace?" the merchant asked. The Buddha smiled gently, his eyes reflecting a deep, infinite understanding of life's impermanence. "True value," he replied, "lies not in gold or possessions but in the freedom from their weight upon the soul." The disciples listened intently, their faces etched with curiosity and a deep hunger for wisdom beyond ordinary perception. "Ananda, what does this golden bowl teach us about desire and fulfillment?" the Buddha asked, his tone inviting reflection. Ananda, hesitant yet thoughtful, replied, "Master, it shows us that wealth cannot fill the void of spiritual emptiness within." The Buddha nodded approvingly, his gaze shifting to the crowd, his words reaching their hearts like ripples on water. "Possessions, like this bowl, shine brightly but obscure the greater light of contentment found in simplicity," he continued. "Clinging arises from desire and fear. Seek the roots within your mind." Arav frowned. "I fear losing everything. Master, I understand now. This bowl's true value lies in how it reminds me of life's impermanence," the merchant said. The Buddha said, "Let go of proving worth through external means. True worth emerges when you understand and embrace yourself." The disciples absorbed the lesson, the golden bowl becoming a symbol of the teachings they carried into their own lives. As the sun began to lower, casting long shadows, the Buddha rose, his movement slow and deliberate. "Let us walk the path of simplicity, not to renounce the world, but to transcend its illusions," he concluded. The gathering dispersed, their minds and hearts lighter, their steps quieter, carrying the profound wisdom of simplicity forward. Another day, the soft light of dawn bathed the quiet monastery where the Buddha and his disciples rested. The morning air carried the scent of blooming jasmine, a gentle reminder of nature's transient beauty. "Resilience feels elusive when my mind is clouded. How do I unburden this constant flood of haunting thoughts?" The Buddha replied softly, "Silence and reflection calm waters. Observe thoughts without judgment. Gradually, clarity emerges like ripples on still waters." "Javaka," the Buddha began, his voice gentle, "your gaze lingers on the silk robes. What troubles your heart?" Javaka lowered his eyes, ashamed of his longing, yet he found honesty in his master's steady gaze. "Master," Javaka confessed, "these simple robes feel inadequate. The silk robes captivate me, their beauty stirring my desires." The Buddha nodded, his expression neither approving nor disapproving, embodying a timeless patience. "Javaka," he said, "tell me, do you believe the silk robes bring lasting joy or temporary fascination?" Javaka hesitated, his inner conflict laid bare in the quiet of the moment. "I see their beauty," he admitted, "but I fear it is fleeting, as all beauty must be." The Buddha raised his saffron robe, the fabric worn but clean, a testament to a life of humility and purpose. This robe shields me from the sun and cold. Nothing more, the Buddha explained, his voice even. It serves its purpose without burdening my soul with longing. The other disciples gathered, drawn by the dialogue, their attention sharp as they absorbed the unfolding lesson. The Buddha bent down, picking a blade of grass, its simplicity profound in the context of the conversation. "Javaka," he said, holding the grass aloft, "does this humble blade lack worth because it is not silk?" The young monk shook his head, his eyes widening with dawning realization, the burden of desire beginning to lift. "Master, the grass has worth because it lives and grows. It serves its purpose without envy or desire," Javaka said. The Buddha smiled, the warmth of his approval filling the air like the first rays of morning sunlight. "You see, Javaka, true beauty lies not in the silk, but in recognizing purpose and living free of longing," he explained. The disciples murmured in agreement, their voices blending with the rustle of leaves and the songs of morning birds. Attachment to material things binds the soul, chaining it to cycles of longing and dissatisfaction, the Buddha continued. Javaka fell to his knees, his heart lighter, his mind clearer, as he vowed to walk the path of simplicity. How do I preserve peace amid inevitable conflicts arising persistently? The Buddha explained. Conflict arises through opposing desires. Seek shared understanding, dissolving barriers. It is unity and purpose that weave true contentment, he said. The lesson resonated deeply, spreading among the disciples like ripples across a still pond, touching every open heart. As the sun rose higher, its golden rays illuminating the grove, the monks prepared to continue their journey. Javaka walked among them, his steps steadier, his gaze no longer lingering on the passing silk-clad merchants. Compassion isn't control but offering. Its value transcends outcomes. Peace arises when intent remains pure despite responses. Arav sighed. Will practicing compassion ease my fears? Financial instability leaves lingering anxieties even when external challenges subside temporarily. The Buddha responded. Fears dissolve through understanding impermanence. Recognizing transient nature redirects focus from clinging towards accepting cycles naturally occurring. But acceptance feels passive, Arav countered. Challenges require action. Another day, the Buddha and his disciples walked along a dusty road, the morning sun casting long shadows on the ground. The air was warm, the scents of earth and flowers mingling, a quiet reminder of the journey's simplicity. The disciples, carrying earthen bowls, followed their master, their footsteps forming a rhythmic cadence along the path. As they walked, a farmer appeared, his cart laden with fruits, his expression weary but kind. The farmer hailed the group, bowing deeply before the Buddha, his movements filled with respect and hope. Blessed One, the farmer began, offering fruits and water. I toil each day, yet prosperity eludes me. How can I achieve contentment? The Buddha accepted the offering with a nod, his demeanor serene, his presence calming the farmer's restless heart. He placed the fruits gently on the ground, his gaze steady, his voice carrying the weight of timeless wisdom. Prosperity is not found in what we gather, but in how lightly we carry the burdens of life, he began. The disciples gathered closer, eager to hear the teaching unfold, their hearts open to the Buddha's profound truths. When we walk with heavy loads, both our steps and our spirits grow weary, missing the quiet joys along the way, he continued. The farmer listened intently, his hands resting on his cart, his mind absorbed in the Buddha's words. Seeking clarity, consider the shaded path nearby, the Buddha said, pointing to a row of trees offering cool respite. Is the shade not a form of prosperity, though it asks nothing from you but your presence? The disciples murmured softly, reflecting on the simplicity of the statement. its depth shaping their understanding of abundance. But what if setbacks seem endless? Arav wondered aloud, doubting ability to endure ongoing challenges, persistently testing endurance repeatedly. The Buddha answered softly, endurance arises through realizing impermanence. Master, the farmer asked, how can I tread lightly when my work demands much? Must I forsake effort for contentment? The Buddha shook his head gently, his words measured, his tone resonating with compassion and practicality. Effort is not the enemy, he replied. It is excess, the pursuit of more at the expense of peace. That binds us. He gestured to the disciples. Their simple robes and earthen bowls a testament to a life lived lightly, yet purposefully. These monks walk miles each day, their efforts purposeful, their minds unclouded by longing or attachment, the Buddha explained. The farmer nodded slowly, his gaze shifting to his cart, now seeming less burdened, its load no longer a source of distress. Your labor nourishes not only your body but your spirit. When done with humility and mindfulness, the Buddha advised. The disciples carried his words with them, their understanding deepening, their commitment to simplicity growing stronger with each teaching. Master, Ananda asked, his voice thoughtful, does simplicity mean we must abandon all possessions and comforts entirely? The Buddha turned to Ananda, his expression one of gentle encouragement, his response both clear and reassuring. Simplicity is not denial, it is balance. Knowing what is enough and cherishing it without the grasp for more, he said. He gestured to the fruits and water the farmer had offered, their presence now a quiet symbol of generosity and sufficiency. This offering sustains us not because of its quantity but because it is shared with kindness and humility, he continued. The sun climbed higher, its rays illuminating the path ahead, the group preparing to continue their journey. Let us walk lightly, so our steps leave blessings behind, not burdens for those who follow, the Buddha concluded. The farmer bowed deeply, his heart lighter, his mind clearer, his spirit uplifted by the wisdom shared in that quiet moment. The disciples resumed their walk, their footsteps a rhythmic testament to the profound truth of simplicity as a way of life. The path stretched onward, its shaded areas inviting, its dusty stretches a reminder of effort's rewards and life's impermanence. Each step carried not only the disciples but the teachings, spreading the light of wisdom to all they encountered. The grove behind them faded from view, but the lessons learned there remained vivid, a guiding presence along their journey. From the farmer's question to the Buddha's answer, a seed of understanding was sown, its roots deep and its reach wide. Arav sighed deeply, struggling to reconcile teachings within realities demanding attention persistently disrupting, inner stillness repeatedly unfolding naturally. The Buddha gestured gently towards scattered leaves, saying, observe nature. Cycles shift constantly. Accept impermanence. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.